Hi everyone, my name is Catherine and I'm the human behind creation Miss Couture. So today we have a special episode of In the Dye Pan. So this is our very first Leave No Dye episode. So what is Leave No Dye? Leave No Dye is when small content creators like myself or small indie dyers don't want to waste leftover dyes. So how you can create those Leave No Dye is basically anything. So a lot of dyers will have stock solution pre-made to work with. So sometimes you'll have very little bit leftovers of those dyes in the pot or any stuff like that. So you can use those together and see, have fun and create something different and unique. Or in some of the cases for me, hi Zoe, it's basically when I spickle yarn with my gloves. I have some dry powder on my gloves, so I will have lined up on my counter. I will have uh, sorry about that. I will have my hot water and I can dip my fingers in there and clean them off in this. So it creates stock solution as you go. Most of the time, it will create really pastel colors because I don't have that much. I don't have that much dye on the gloves. Or sometimes it's because when you're dyeing some tonals, the skein didn't absorb all the color, so you will have a leftover color in the pot. So you can just throw in a few skeins and create some very lovely pastels that way. It usually creates pastels when it's because the dye was not completely absorbed by the skein. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm adding some acid in my pan and I will be adding 2 cups of tap water. So the reason I'm doing only 2 cups of water is because the dyes will be adding liquid into this and I want to have control over how much liquid I'm adding into my pan. And this, since it's a low immersion technique, we need to have the least amount of water in the pan in the beginning. But this is for my personal technique. So here I'm going to start to apply my leave no dyes. So I just have like a very tiny leftover of black, and I'm thinking to myself that I want to try out with resist in this situation. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be taking my skeins and I'm going to be twisting them in the pan to create some resist. And those resists will make sure that some of the skeins stays bare even after applying some dyes on it. So now I'm going to be adding some leftover dyes of radioactive from Dharma acid dye. Yeah, so this one has some neon, and you can see it's more yellow now, and it will stay more yellow than green in this situation because of the quantity of dye leftovers we had from my gloved fingers. And I'm adding some black, and I really like the contrast that it's creating. And now I'm turning on my heat because I had no heat so far. So that allows for a better color absorption because it's slower, so you will have a better control over that. So now I can see that my colors has been properly absorbed. So I will be flipping the skeins on the other side to allow the bare skeins to be exposed so we can add our other leftover dyes. So I'm adding some leftover, I think the name is Fluo Pop, Electric Pop. It's one of those of the fluorescent colors from Dharma as well. Purple Pop, that's the name of the color. Sorry about that. So I'm adding my leftover purple pop, and I don't have any more leftover dyes besides this. So I feel like it's missing a little something. So I'm just going to figure out what I want to do. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be adding some black speckles onto those. So it will create a repeat from the black from the other side of the skeins. And it will bring some nice pop of colors as well and contrast with that like pink pastel-y that the purple pop created. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm adding those black speckles, and you can see how very cute, how cute it is that like it creates those little swirls on, and then it will be deposited on the skeins, and it's going to be very nice. It will add some grays to the pink while still having some very sharp speckles on it. For 30 minutes has been gone, and you can see that now we're left with those very sharp speckles. So as you can see, it really did create a lovely pastel color. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I'm glad I added those little black speckles. I think it really brings the colors together. It creates a very, in my mind, it kind of is an Halloween color, but not too intense Halloween color. I don't know. I really like it. And at the time of filming this, there are still two skins available in the shop. So if you're interested in purchasing those skins, it will be on the in stock section of the website. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.